Are you looking to get started along the way of your real estate investing journey, but you don't even own a single family home or a primary residence yet? Today, I'm gonna break down for you how you can tap into real estate investing while buying a primary residence for yourself. This is the quickest and easiest way for you to get into real estate investing. Let's check it out. I'm Andrew Lewis, real estate investor and entrepreneur with over 10 years experience building and growing a real estate team and investing in real estate. Before we check out today's video, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment about any questions you might have about today's video or future ideas that you'd like us to address, and be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future updates. I'm here to help you break out of that 9-to-5, gain financial freedom, and grow wealth through real estate. So how the heck can you buy a primary residence and also become a real estate investor at the same time? Today, we're gonna check out house hacking. This method allows you to purchase a property using primary residence financing, VA loans, FHA loans, all of those pieces, and then use the additional rooms in a single family home or the additional units in something that maybe has an ADU or a casita or even a duplex, triplex, quadruplex. Any of those, you're gonna buy the property and rent out the additional units, bringing your monthly costs down, allowing you to have a place to live while at the same time investing in real estate. Let's dive in. What makes house hacking so attractive? Let's check out the advantages that help make this an awesome solution for you if you're looking to get started in real estate investing. Advantage number one, you get to buy a home that is typically much more expensive than you could afford on your own. Now, this works out basically because you're buying a property with your income, but you also get to count the future rent income that you're going to receive on that property if there's multiple units there. So if it's a single family home and you're renting some rooms out, that's not necessarily gonna work in this case, but if you're buying a duplex or a triplex or a quadruplex, you can actually count the future rental income that's gonna come with that. They're gonna use 75% of that income and add it to your income. That's all of a sudden now allowing you to buy something like almost double what you could afford on your own. So you get to buy something that's more expensive. And why does that matter? Not because we want you to be in more debt. It matters because of the appreciation. So let's assume you could only buy a $500,000 property on your own, but because you're gonna rent out the 3 other units on the quadruplex, now you could probably go buy something up to $1 million, and then you've got $1 million asset appreciating 5% year over year. So this method allows you to grow and buy something much bigger than you could traditionally afford. Advantage number two, you get to use traditional financing for a primary residence. So again, I alluded to it before, but using an investment property loan, you're typically gonna have to put down 25%. Now, if this is going to be a primary residence, you're going to be living there, and now you get to count it as such on a loan product. And now you can use a VA loan, an FHA loan. So that means 0 down on the VA side, 3.5% down on the FHA side. If you're going conventional, you can do 5, 10, 15, 20% down, but you aren't held specifically to that 25% number. That allows you to have less cash out of your pocket, get into an investment property with a little bit less upfront, and start making some rental income sooner. Advantage number three to house hacking is you get to keep your own monthly costs down. You took on a mortgage, let's say it's $4,000 a month, and you're gonna rent out some of those additional units for $1,000 a piece. You may get to live in your own property for $1,000, and in some cases, if you charge enough rent, you may be able to live there absolutely free. You become a landlord living in your own property, and you're essentially getting paid to manage that property, keep it up, do the repairs. You get to live there for free or incredibly inexpensively and enjoy the benefits of being a homeowner for your primary residence as well as a landlord making rental income. Now let's take a look at disadvantages to house hacking. The reality is there's tons of upside and there's really only one downside here. And the fact is that you may not be buying your dream home, okay? You're gonna have to give up some sacrifice here to make this work. We actually see some people that will buy a nice residential property, single family home with a additional dwelling unit in the back. They'll live in the back unit and rent out the main house so they get to live incredibly inexpensively. So you're not looking to buy your dream home. You may be buying a duplex or a triplex, which let's face it, is usually not somebody's dream home unless it's like sitting on the beach and you're spending millions of dollars for it. So you're gonna have to give up a little bit to make this happen, but this is a move that you can do early on in your real estate investing career. As long as you have the big picture in mind, you know that you could buy this property, sit on it for a few years, live incredibly cheap, which will allow you to save up money for the next investment property or for your next primary residence so that you can turn this one into a rental property. And you're gonna earn a ton of appreciation over those years so that you can then decide in a few years whether you need to sell this property and do a 1031 exchange into something bigger, or again, move out and go buy a primary residence for yourself. So you're gonna give up a little bit in the short term as far as the luxuries of having your own property and having your whole family inside of there, but in the long run, if you have the big picture in mind, it's got huge, huge benefits. So you're all excited about the idea of house hacking. Let's take a look at what you should be looking for as far as properties. We mentioned it a bit throughout this video, but the ideal homes for house hacking. You can buy a single family residence, just your plain standard, let's say a 4-bedroom home with 3 bathrooms, and you live in one of those bedrooms and you rent out the other 3. There's really nothing fancy there. Essentially, you're just looking to have roommates to bring your monthly costs down. Then let's look at multifamily properties. Those are properties, again, duplex, triplex, quadruplex. If you're gonna use FHA loan, that's as high as you can go, so just 4 units on a property, but that will allow you to use some traditional financing as far as primary residence and bring a little bit less money to the table. And then lastly, you can be looking for homes that have a casita or a granny flat or a back unit, a guest house, whatever it may be, and then you decide if you're gonna live in the front house, the main house, and have the 3-bedroom, 2-bath yourself, and then just be house hacking by renting out the back unit, or if you can give up some sacrifice and maximize some of this, then you could live in the back unit, rent out the bigger front unit, and maximize your profits. So a few different scenarios to consider there. I'd really say it totally depends on your current living situation. If you're single and in college and you're looking to be a real estate investor, buy a multifamily property or buy something with a back unit, live there, live the college life, and then once you've gone on and you get married and you have a family, then go buy something different for your primary residence. You know, if you have a family already, then maybe a duplex or a triplex or something like that is good for you, because then you can essentially have multiple bedrooms and things like that there as well. So, or maybe you're just looking to buy something and rent out a few rooms to supplement some income. That can work in just about any life stage scenario. House hacking is one of my favorite scenarios to help get real estate investors started. It helps give you a taste of what it's like to be a landlord. It helps give you a taste of what it's like to buy an investment property, maybe manage a few units. You get your feet wet, it's inexpensive, it's low risk. It's an amazing opportunity for you to jump in. So I hope you enjoyed today's content. As always, hit that like button if you enjoyed today's video. Leave a comment with any questions below. We'd love to hear from you. And as always, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future updates. I'm here to help you break out of that 9 to 5, gain financial freedom, and grow wealth through real estate. We'll see you next time.